In this video, we're going to take a look at the accessibility of math from within Microsoft PowerPoint, the desktop version. Welcome to the Accessibility Guide channel. My name is Sean Jordison, and let's jump into the ring. Math and accessibility can be very complicated working together depending on your authoring program. For example, in Microsoft Word, we are able to insert a math equation like our quadratic equation, and this can be read using NVDA or JAWS, and it's going to give us all of the important information like the square root and that it's part of a fraction. Let's check that out now. We're going to launch NVDA.
The fraction with numerator negative b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac and denominator 2a.
So what it did just now, it gave us the numerator, the denominator, it gave us all of the components of that equation just the way you would expect it to work. This was just using the built-in equation editor from within Microsoft Word. But let's take this over to PowerPoint. Now I have the same exact equation entered into a default slide, and when I navigate to it, it's going to read a little bit different.
Edit multi-line minus b plus or minus b2 minus 4ac2a.
So it didn't give me the square root information, nor did it give me that it's a fraction component. This is because the math that's inlaid in PowerPoint is still not totally accessible as of this video in 2026. Now I entered the equation the exact same way using the insert equation, and we put it into our slide. So this could be very problematic if you are providing PowerPoint presentations to your students with disabilities who need to interact with that math in an accessible way. As of right now, the best option you can provide is an accessible Word document or HTML, or preferably even a Canvas page. Or you might try out a tool like MathPix, which can convert your documents to accessible math for you. Something else that I noticed with equations in PowerPoint is we actually don't have the ability to add alternate text to it anymore. There used to be a time where it was inserted as a specific shape and you could maybe force appropriate alternate text for the equation, but that doesn't appear to exist anymore. So now we have our shape format, we have our equation, and our accessibility tab. Even when I came in here and tried to add alternate text, I was having difficulty getting this to read appropriately with NVDA. The best advice I can give you for making accessible math is to get all of your equations over into Microsoft Word at the bare minimum using the default equation editor. This is going to give you the most amount of options for reading with important tools like JAWS, NVDA, and other screen reader assistive technology. Now, if you need to take that same math and get it over into Braille or large print, there may be a couple of extra steps necessary in order to get this math embedded as MathML. If you want to know more about how to make your PowerPoint files accessible, I have a self-paced course under the Accessibility Guide community. You can find a link for that below this video. And if you want to find out how I can help you get accessible, you can book a meeting with me right now. We can talk about any accessibility topic. I offer a free 15-minute call for anyone. That link will also be below this video. And as always, I can be your champion for inclusion. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I'll see you over in the next video.